We
As
live.
I rub my coned head.
Eat some cornbread.
Why? Why? Why do I have to suffer?
Everybody got to suffer. You ain't got
Why
to.
can't other
You
people
ain't
suffer
got to
with
suffer.
with me?
You ain't got to do no suffering.
Why can't anybody else suffer with me?
Because ain't nobody else here but your ass. So you got to deal with the deal. Damn, you got to deal. Ooh, that light back there is just
You
heaven.
should show. What happened?
Well, maybe if you sit in front of it.
It's not good.
No, it's
Too
just
bright.
too. It's too bright.
Shut it off and then turn this one on, Lamar.
Huh?
Turn the switch right here next to the
This
plug.
one on.
There.
Yeah, that's her. There you.
No, but keep that one on.
No, I think that's good.
Yeah, I think that one's too bright. Yeah, he's right.
But it won't give a nice little like backdrop.
No, but my shirt is like
It's ethereal,
look like it's from the heavens above.
right? It's like Jesus gave him that shirt.
Turn on that. I just want to see how it looks. Just turn.
God damn it, you.
I just want to see.
This ain't no production set.
It's just boom. It's too blah.
Hold on. Hold on. Can I get back in the frame?
I am back in the frame.
I'm.
But you got the
We
camera.
we just
facing-
supposed to
Hold
do
on,
this
hold on.
real quick.
You got
And here
turn,
you
turn
are.
the other way. The other way.
This way.
More.
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 Yeah, why don't you get your face out of the damn camera here? Let us
Right,
do it.
right there. Right there.
This is supposed to be quick, and now she's trying to make it something that it's not supposed
See,
to be.
that looks better. You look washed out.
My God.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Well.
So we live, and I'm about to end the live. We came here. we pressed the live button. It counts. I got severe allergies, so I'm not in the mood for any of
I
that
got
bullshit.
almost severe allergies, and I'm definitely not in the mood for some bullshit.
Do you want to at least talk about that little collab thing that we were talking about? And maybe we can do that for the 365. It's 2 weeks.
We could probably talk about that in the studio, I guess. You want to talk about it now?
You might as well.
You want to
Get it out of the
I'll
way.
talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. But if I start sneezing, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I'm just not in the mood for
Okay,
the
well,
live.
then we'll
you
talk
know
about
what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But look, if y'all want to get another collaboration going
Before the 365.
before the 365 is over, we can do that. And then you put your name in the hat, and we'll draw your names.
Nope.
Muhammad Selik.
No.
Muhammad Selik.
Muhammad.
You said, what's going on here?
It's Soar's pick.
Source pick.
Source pick.
We pick the teams.
We picked
Right,
the
that's what I
collab.
said. We picked the names out of the hat.
No, it's not a free. We look at the
Right.
names.
I know. We're picking the names out of the hat, and we're picking the teams.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, we're gonna.
We're not saying that. He's saying we're looking into the hat. We're picking the names. We're looking at them, and we're gonna go. These two are teams.
That's all I'm saying, bro. She
These two are teams.
She don't listen to me, but I gotta listen to her.
He just wants to do it out of a hat.
We'll do it out of a fucking hat.
There you go. Let
See
the
what I'm
man
saying?
have a hat.
Or we can do it out of my work boot and get
A
No.
sweaty ass
No,
work
your
boot.
work
real
boot.
funky
No,
with
no,
it.
your work boot smells. We'll do it out of
Or
a hat. We'll do it out of a hat.
or his chones.
No,
my chanclas.
no.
This world needs a hero.
We'll do it out of a
Tone
hat.
Smith, Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Tone better put his name in the hat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Tone hasn't
He hasn't done the
any of it,
collab.
huh? He thinks he's better than us.
No,
He's
well,
on this high mighty fucking horse. of
not
his.
today. He better put his name in the hat.
Salam alaikum, Muhammad.
Muhammad.
My brother, salam alaikum.
I don't even know if you Muslim. You just may have the name.
A
that's
name like Muhammad, I bet you he is
Don't.
Muslim. Shit.
Would it be funny if his name is Muhammad and he's not even religious? That's what my
Watch
mom
you be
is.
an atheist.
Yeah,
Oh,
just watch
damn.
my mom and dad name me, bro. I never changed my name, man. It's just,
I didn't even think about that. He said he did that collab with Panda. Oh, that's
yeah?
right. Yeah, well, you need to do more.
Apparently, it
no
was
excuses.
memorable.
damn,
He said, "Be
damn.
right
I didn't
back."
say that. She said that shit. I did not say that.
Go ahead, Tom. We ain't gonna be too long, my boy. Go get your food.
Yeah, go eat.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah, we're not gonna stay on long.
I'm not in the best of mental clarity
Nor am I.
conditions right now.
I smuggled pie on the airplane from Arizona. And I don't know how I got away with it. So apparently you can take food on the airplane
Yeah, you can.
in Tupperware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ryder.
Because they're not providing food a lot or something
Yeah.
like that on the flight, so you
Yeah.
can bring
And
on.
you can take your water bottle. You just
Yes.
can't have fluid in there.
Right,
You got to
it
get
has
it
to be-
inside the
Yes.
airport. Ain't that about a son of a bitch?
Ain't it?
But it's nice though, because you don't have to pay for that expensive ass water. I went to go look at some Skittles, a normal bag of
Well, it's like
Skittles,
$25.
$6.89, and I was like, what the
Wait,
fuck?
$6 for
Yeah.
a bag
For
of
a
Skittles?
bag of
You don't,
Skittles.
you don't buy anything at the airport.
Nothing. I looked for a regular classic bag of Lay's potato chips.
Okay.
$4 for
That-
the potato
that's how his trip went, Ryder.
So
He over there
Starbucks.
purchasing $8 bags of
chips.
Skittles.
I did not.
Starbucks.
Oh, stupid.
My regular coffee, I get a grande americano with steamed heavy whipping cream. At a normal Starbucks, it's
$5.
$4.
$4. $5. Tax.
For a grande. No,
Right.
that's with tax. It's like $4.68 with tax. At the airport, it's 12 something.
That's stupid.
12, almost $13 when
Mm-hmm.
I was in Georgia going for that show. $13
Well, inflation.
for a
Inflation.
grande.
It's more expensive now.
And this was 4 years
Yeah,
ago.
I'm talking now. It's crazy. I went to before I got on the plane in Chicago. I went to a Chili's restaurant, and everybody knows Chili's restaurant prices. To get a burger and fries cost me $23 with water. Just a burger and fries.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm never eating in the airport again.
He
They
had-
rob your ass.
he was watching a YouTube video the other day. It was this guy going to Vegas. A Tito's and soda was $15,
Oh, it was stupid.
which normally would have been $5. That's why everybody's got a Tito's and soda because
Yes.
it's so cheap.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Muhammad
Yeah.
said, bro on the left makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Parents gave him a Muslim name. They cursed him with it.
Cursed him with it. Now everybody judging his ass. Now everybody think Muhammad is out there fighting the fucking good fight as a Taliban foot soldier.
What's
and
up,
that
pros?
shit ain't happening.
What's up, pros?
But look, stay out of
Never go
What's up, Full Frame Studios?
stay out of the goddamn airport because they robbing you. If your ass go hungry to the airport, that's your goddamn fault.
Yo, Muhammad.
But sometimes you ain't got a choice.
Salam alaikum, my brother.
Hey, so, walaikum salam.
crazy.
Walaikum salam.
I was surprised at that Vegas video. Like one burger, just one burger was $25.
Yeah, fuck
That's
all that.
crazy.
Dollars.
Now I know why people was always pissed off at the airport because they spent goddamn $100 just taking a shit.
Yo, shit.
I'm surprised they ain't charging you to use the bathroom.
Yo, what about that documentary we seen about China, that fucking city where you don't even have currency? And they got like more cameras than they got fucking people.
I don't think Lamar saw that.
You can't go nowhere
So-
without being on camera. You don't pay for nothing. Your face pays for everything.
It's the most.
It's the most technological
technically,
city in
yeah.
the world.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
sign me up. I'm ready to go right now.
And the crime, the crime is solved.
It's zero,
within-
like little zero.
But,
Well,
but, it's,
hell
but it's
yeah.
solved within 48
Well,
hours.
because you on camera. They got you on camera
Every-
taking the shit.
They might have you taking the shit on
So
camera.
there's no money. There's no like an ATM card, or you know how we have like Google Pay or Apple Pay. There's none of that.
So how's currency being
Everything
generated?
is either your fingerprints,
Uh-huh.
like you do this and it pays, or it's a face recognition, or it's a whole palm thing.
Then they
or
got
it's-
drones that
or it's
send
a
you shit.
Or it's a scan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everybody has an app scan on their phone. They can scan a
Biological
QR.
scans and
See,
shit, bro.
there used to be a thing where
Everything.
there used to be a thing back in the 80s or the 90s. You could look at a dude and be like, yo, my man, you look broke. Now this shit take on a new different meaning because not only do you look broke, but they can read your face and it actually tell that your bank account
Okay,
is broke.
okay, Banana Rider, Mark of the Beast. But hear me out. Y'all hear me out on this bullshit. And I want to know how many of you motherfuckers would agree with this. Somebody calls you up on the phone and they go, yo, Banana Rider, or Full Frame Studios, or Crazy Rabbit, yo, look,
Or Muhammad,
Muhammad,
the
look.
atheist. Go ahead.
They'll be like, look, I see
It's probably not even-
your criminal record is impeccable. Like you've never been to jail. and you have a great driver's license, and we notice you only have X amount in your banking account, and you know your health seems to be great. We follow you on your social media, or we follow you through your doctor's visit. This is what we're going to do for you. We're going to pay you 80 grand a year because you're a upstanding citizen, and it's this new thing we've kind of invented, and you're going to be the beta tester on this because you're upstanding citizen. And
Muhammad said, I'm from Turkey if anybody want to know.
well, hold on.
Okay.
We get there.
Yeah, peace out
But-
from Turkey, baby.
But 80 grand a year, all you have to do is continue to be an upstanding citizen. Here's the kicker. You can't spend your money on drugs. You can't spend your money on alcohol.
No crime.
You can't commit any crimes. And we're going to ensure that you get 80 grand a year. Every 3 years you stay on the right track, we'll increase your salary to
100,000.
100,000. We'll go 100,000 if you keep your shit clean for the next 2 or 3 years. And if you keep your shit clean for the next 2 or 3 more years, we'll bump you up to 120 grand. Now, how many of you would accept that offer? How many of you would just give up your work?
I would.
Let this company pay your bills, no strings attached. You just can't buy drugs or alcohol.
I
with it.
think if you're an upstanding citizen and you generally don't buy alcohol or drugs, why would you not?
Okay, the crazy rabbit said accept it. That's the type of, this is how they're gonna sell it to you in the future.
I'm gonna do it because they're already watching this with our cell phones. We don't leave home without them. They know everything about you because you carry everything about you on the cell phone. I'm doing it, I'm shilling
You know what
for
was
killing.
You know what was crazy about that video that we saw in Japan? It was Japan, right?
China.
It was China.
Yeah,
What was crazy about it is
rabbit says, why argue the question? But go ahead.
Yeah.
What was really crazy was the commuter cars that were on the road.
Mhm.
It probably took you a good 30 minutes to actually see a human
Oh,
behind that commuter car.
right.
Everything was
automated.
AI.
Okay,
driven.
Tony, no one pays money for anything. So, this,
Well, that was-
this fictitious private company
That was China.
is just beta testing. Let's just say maybe this is a beta test for
UBI.
For UBI. This is just beta test for UBI.
Universal base income.
The only thing you got to do is just live a good life, or the life they want you to live. You just can't spend your money on drugs and alcohol.
I
You
think-
could go out and buy God knows whatever else. If you're not managing your money right, that's not the company's issue.
I don't
That's
think,
not their fault if you can't manage your money right. They're not going to hold your hand because they don't want to impede on all your freedoms.
Okay, wait, hold up. So Full Frame Studio says, sure, but I don't think it would happen. It's like movie shit. I mean, we all agree, but we don't know what.
But the movie shit is always
It's
coming.
always
It's
coming
always
true.
coming true.
And-
look at Back to the Future.
Yeah, and then the more AI hits and takes over jobs, you got to replace those jobs. You just can't have people without jobs, or it takes money to retrain those people, and then you got to have a place for those people.
I think if they don't limit you to what you can buy, meaning like no drugs and alcohol, I think if you take that away and just say, don't commit a crime, I think more people would be on board with it.
Full Studio said the people with money are too greedy. 100% facts, and this is why you need balance. Because if we don't
And
have
that's-
balance, it's all it's the serpent eating its tail.
But that's why UBI will never exist.
Okay, but what would you do if you don't have work and someone's giving you 80 to 100 grand a year because you're an upstanding citizen? What would you do? What would you do with your life? I mean, yeah, you don't have to clock in to work and you wake up and boom. I mean, that's a good living right there, right? You can travel and see some things. You can manage your money. It ensures that you won't be in poverty because you're an upstanding citizen.
Yeah.
You know, you're
It-
in this beta tested
It
form.
ensures balance and low corruption rate to try to get this utopic landscape, in which ultimately we're going to have to do. Here's the thing. In order for human civilization to survive, before we eradicate ourselves, we're going to have such a pendulum swing, a paradigm shift, to where we can no longer sustain wars, famine, and greed. It's the only way out of it. And, and if we keep going down this narrative, it's not going to be too long before it's going to be the inevitable end for us.
So here's the next question then. What do you do with the people, like Trader to the Living is going to say, I know he's going to say this. What do you do for the lazy people? What do you do for the people hell-bent on committing crimes? What do you do for people who are going to mass murder other people? Are they not included in this UBI and this global funding?
So that goes back to the comment that I said where you don't limit them on you can't buy alcohol or drugs with this money, right? The only thing you limit them on is you can't commit a crime. And the minute you commit a crime, your
Status
your quote unquote UBI that we're giving you
decreases.
starts decreasing.
So the machines one said put them in timeout. So what does timeout look
Yeah,
like?
pretty
That's
much
pretty
decrease,
much, yeah,
decrease
decrease the money.
their overall spending.
Yeah.
That already shrinks them from going to get the
You
things
can't
that
be able to do
yeah,
what
they
yeah,
So
really
the
want.
more crimes you commit, the less money you get.
Full Frame Studio says write the script because this is
deep.
deep.
Yeah.
And we talk about this a lot on our podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because this is what we talk about. My brother, my twin brother here, he seems to think UBI is right around the corner.
UBI.
Or UBI.
Yeah.
And I think this is how they're going to market it to
And
people.
I think it's not around the corner. I don't
And-
think
yeah.
it'll ever
Yeah.
happen.
The editor is always against the monkey people, right?
Not always.
But Monkey Island will prevail over Jane
Just
Goodall.
on certain things, you know.
Yeah, I think the machines one is right. You put them in timeout. Lamar is saying, and the editor is saying, you restrict
lower
their funds,
yeah.
right? But you can't restrict their funds from having, like, the means to live. So what does
Then-
that look
then
like? Is
don't
everyone
commit a crime.
guaranteed a household to
No,
stay in?
then don't commit a crime.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to restrict your means to live, don't commit a crime.
Right.
That's
Right.
the only way that you're going to diminish what you get, right? Is by committing a crime.
And let's think about it. This is why you would build such a narrative. Is not only
Didn't-
for the balance, but like we're saying, you cannot keep a violent nature.
No, wasn't there a movie already? Minority Report. with
Minority
Tom
Report,
Cruise?
yeah.
It's literally this.
Precogging.
Literally
Yeah.
this.
And listen, we're just throwing spitballs. We don't have the
Yeah.
answers. We're just thinking about how things can change for the better. Now, I know this shit seems like it'll never happen, but the people that say things like this will never happen, you don't know what the future
If you want to
holds.
see what's going to happen, the wife and I always say, watch movies.
Movies.
Yeah.
Because
People said AI would never
who's
happen.
that in
Right.
here? Full Frame Studios.
Yeah.
My wife is in the industry. She's an accountant for Netflix and Warner Brothers and Lionsgate, right? She knows people in the industry. She's worked in the industry for 23 years as an accountant. And I'm gonna tell you something. When these people bring out scripts before they even make it on air, and I get sometimes a chance to read these scripts.
Don't fucking say that.
Sometimes, maybe. Allegedly.
Never.
Never.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna tell you something. They must have the inside on something we don't know.
There goes all my NDAs.
People
Out the
like
window.
she's not under anything right now. People
No.
like Steven Spielberg, like he has to have an inside on some Freemason type shit to where they know what's gonna happen. Like why is the Simpsons always predicting the future?
Isn't that scary?
Hit me on that.
Yeah. Yep. And then what did Muhammad say earlier? He said, drinking or doing drugs, this question is just irrelevant for me. I get it. It's not for everybody. Let's see, Trader, what were you talking about, my guy? Too many mouths to feed, but at some point, I don't know.
I think
I don't
when
know.
you-
It's
I think if you're going to do that whole UBI thing, right? I think Trader to the Living hit a great point about too many mouths to feed. If you choose to accept the UBI thing, then you also need to, whatever your skill is,
Mm-hmm.
you need to volunteer that skill. So if you're a great farmer, then you farm.
Right.
For everybody.
And it's
If you do great with cattle, then you do that. If you build furniture, homes or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then you do that. If you create clothes, then that's what you're going to contribute.
But then somebody will come back and they'll be like, well, this sounds like communism. And then I always have to tell them, when you want a utopic landscape and when you want to see balance in life, I know it's hard for people to imagine that because this is all you know. This is all you've been bred into. So for you to see something outside of that, it's going to take a wild imagination. But if you think about it, if the world had balance, there'd be no need for greed, no need for envy, lust.
Everybody has.
If everybody had all the things and they worked as a community to provide all this, you would see that even the ones who don't want to work still have to be carried for the preservation of the species. You can't think individually anymore when you're a whole conscious web. No one looks at an ant colony and goes, "Oh, that ant is not do anything." They have to work as a colony to preserve the
help,
species.
Perfect example. Let's say somebody is lactose intolerant and can't have milk at all. And then you have another family community who they thrive on milk. Well, those people who aren't utilizing that milk can go over to that other family. Or like example for me, like I'm allergic to grains. Well, somebody else who thrives on grains, I'm not using my portion or
Right.
what's allocated to me. You
There
can
you
have
go.
it.
There you go.
But for me, I need more proteins.
Mm-hmm.
So the person who chose to be a vegetarian, a vegan, your animal proteins that you're not eating, send them my way
Mm-hmm.
because I need them more.
The machines once said, I don't know about all that, but I know the Toneverk is a great doorstop.
Fucking fantabulous doorstop.
I know getting robbed of some defect product is a great door.
Not if
The
you
crazy
use
rabbit
it for
said, thank
doorstop.
goodness during slavery, people didn't just accept it as the norm.
Oh, I'm saying they're like, no, I can't see a world without slavery. That's crazy.
How do you
we-
know that though, Rabbit? How do you
I mean,
really
look where we
know
are
that?
today. I mean, look where we are. It's abolished.
I bet some of those people are like, fuck, I got a roof over my head,
What's
I
it-
got
okay.
food.
Yeah, but does anyone, instead of complaining every time, like a lot of people I know complain a lot, is there a solution for world peace, or is this it? Yin and yang. We are hell bent on tearing each other down.
The haves and the have-nots.
We are hell bent on hoarding what we need to hoard from other people. We love to see people in poverty.
Don't give a fair chance to anybody because we have the gate keys.
We don't want anybody to come up the chains and grow and be better.
Crazy Rabbit was there.
We want to hate people. We want to love certain people. Is that the human condition? Is this what we were created for? Was to have this unbalanced society? I mean, if y'all think that, then y'all think that. But I happen to think we as humans were taught wrong, and we were supposed to do this a hell of a lot better. I think we were probably supposed to be spacefaring civilizations where we would take care of this planet, take off from this planet, go take care of other planets, and just be stewards of the galaxy and ensure that things are harmonious, you know? Instead, here we are. Some fucking idiot cut down a tree, put some Freemason logos on it, and said, this is currency and this is worth more than your life.
Yeah, I want you to kill for it.
now
I
live
want
by
you to
it.
steal for it. I want you to lie for it. I want you to die
God
for it.
for it. And it's just something that's been printed on with my fucking
Oh, and-
etymology.
Oh, and better
And you're
yet,
going to adhere to it. Some weird cult shit.
and better yet, I'm gonna get this river rock, and I'm gonna get this gold metallic looking rock, and I'm gonna convince the masses that this gold rock is
worth more
worth
than the
way
other.
more than this river rock, and you will kill for it, you'll lie for it, you'll steal for it,
If
You'll sell humans for
If
it.
it's
You'll
been-
traffic your life.
you'll sell your soul for it.
it's been working thus far, why change it?
Oh, well,
Oh,
there you,
yeah.
and it's that type
And
of,
then you have those people that will say
and
that.
you had that type because they're on top.
Yep.
Yep, but when they make it not fair for other peoples to get on top, and this is where the whole conundrum starts. This is how you get greed. This is how you
If it
get
ain't
jealousy.
Hero
Well,
says the
fix it.
greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Word.
Word.
But
And-
even that, but even to the religious figures, God made the devil. So if God made something that was imperfect and he made the devil, that tells me God wanted the motherfucking here so he can do whatever God wanted it to do. So
you need that yin and
you
yang.
need that yin and the yang, man.
But if you look at old native culture, right? All cultures had fucking horrible beliefs, and they did horrible things to each other, right?
Still do.
But there was, and they still do. We all still do. But there was something innocent and simple when you think of. Let's just look at Native Americans before, you know, the land was changed forever. I'm going to choose my words carefully here. They used to name each other with names of purpose, names of what that character was like,
Johnny Blacksmith.
names of what suited an individual. Like
Their talent.
if a kid ran with the river, he was called Run with the River because that's what he did 24/7. Or if this dude knew how to ride crazy fast on his horse to get to a next village,
Crazy horse.
he was called Crazy Horse or Ride with Horse. Like things had a deeper meaning and it was tied to an individual
A purpose.
with purpose. Now we don't have, you know, such a purpose anymore. We don't have an instilled culture. We
Banana Writer
we
said
don't
that's
have.
why-
It's like we're missing something.
Banana Writer said that's why I am named.
Banana Rider.
But
But that's why you
there
choose
go.
your monikers. So I'm trying to get to this point. The reason why you guys are here too is you chose the name and the moniker for you that best suits you, that you want people to recognize you with. Like that is one fucking thing that I can't see how we all just take these names and these titles and be told to live in these boxes and told how to think. And we just take it spoonful after spoonful.
Xander says, what made you guys bring up the jealousy part? Oh, so you got to go back. But we're just talking about in imbalance, unjust, how it
Yeah.
leads to jealousy and greed
And
because
then
we don't
T-
have our shit in
Yeah, and
working
then
order.
T Sketch said crazy horse question mark. Casey is related to him.
Oh, damn. Well, see, there you go.
There you go. There you go. Simon said, I fucked that one up. What is Simon talking about?
Great batch.
Oh, he's a great batch.
He's talking about surnames.
Self-banning. That's right, Rabbit. Ban yourself. Like Traitor to the Living. That's what I would call Traitor. I wouldn't give a fuck about his real name.
I look out of anybody.
When I look at him, that's Traitor to the Living. He's identified himself
Yeah.
as that.
Out of
As his
anybody's-
character, as his passion, as his art form. This is who I am.
Yeah, I think out of anybody's like a moniker name that we've seen in SOAR, I really love Trader
To the left.
Right.
Yeah.
I
There's
can't,
just something about
I can't look
it
at the
where-
machines one other than the machine.
Machine.
I never want to call these people by their false names. I want to call them by the names that they
They've
They-
created
they-
themselves.
Yeah.
Because that name has more meaning than here's the thing about monikers,
When
right?
the government name.
Yeah, here's the thing about monikers. When I chose mine, Moser 505, it was something that was me. I bombed it.
It resonated.
It resonated with me. I bombed it on trains. My racing plate for dirt bikes was 505 at Coheed. Moser 505. Trusto, getting the trust out there. We gotta have the trust.
Everything's based on trust.
These are sure signs that you will name yourself appropriately. Like Xander says, my other channel, my name is Chaos. All this shit has meaning. It's like no one wants to put their
104.
real name on here. Some do it, but some don't because
Right.
they like that mystique about their altered personality or their altered ego.
You know what's funny is that so my personal YouTube channel is Meryl Darrell, and that's only because that's what you started calling me. But if I really went back to like quote unquote the moniker that either I was given or I portrayed in a younger
Yeah.
life, it would actually be Tazzy.
Oh, there you go.
And
For the
I-
Tasmanian
yeah,
devil.
and like you guys, I tagged that shit everywhere. Tazzy.
Well,
Yeah.
Tazie.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because when I was younger, I was just crazy. I was all over the place. All over the place. So somebody called me Tazzy, which also brings in the reason why I have a Tasmanian devil.
devil. Well, see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Sounds like religion.
The Book of Eli.
Book of Eli.
Yeah. Yep. It's wild when you think about it. How many of you would change your birth certificate around to your damn moniker from YouTube?
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Look.
change my name to Meryl Darrell. Sorry.
Yeah, but not Meryl
Or
Darrell, but
Ta- or
Tazzy, or like, yeah,
Right.
nicknames or something.
Maybe like Marilyn Tazzy. I don't know. But that's what I was known for as Tazzy. Everybody like in high school. And
Well, you
grade
have the
school.
tattoo of the Tasmanian devil
Yeah.
too. So
So Crazy Rabbit says, interesting line. We live this fantasy online, the Simodium name without questions, but question the UBI fantasy. Exactly.
oh, the pseudonym. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and we question, why do we question it? What about our conditioning makes us question that we couldn't live like that? And I'm with the rabbit. It makes the most sense to me. To me, it makes the most sense on how we should be living. There should be no one living under the poverty line. There should be no starving children that fucking have a tent surrounded in Vatican City when they have billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, how come we don't want to see change like that? Why do we want to rapidly dismiss something that's so utopic? Because we're not conditioned to think that way. And that is a problem.
Mohammed says, guys, I want to come to the U.S. for a PhD. What do you think about that?
I think you could get a PhD where you at just fine.
No, don't do it.
You ain't got to necessarily
I
come to the
think-
U.S. for
think-
anything.
I think go do your research before you ask questions
Yeah.
of something like that. Like,
Well, it depends on what PhD.
it depends, but hold
In
on.
what?
Let's not get too deep
And,
into the
and this
question.
is just our opinion.
Let's not get too deep in the question.
And don't take our opinion as fact. It's just our opinion.
One, research the country you're looking at. There was just a study that came out. The U.S. fell, I think the U.S. fell again. I think it's number 28 of one of the best places to live in the world. And it's continuing to decline. And to be educated, it has some great programs, but you can find higher educational studies in other countries. So that's a hard thing to ask, or it's a hard thing to give an answer to someone, because it depends on the PhD, and it really depends on what you're trying to do. And
And are you taking that?
there's a cost to it.
And are you taking that PhD back to Turkey?
Right.
Or you
Or
trying
you
to
want-
bring some of what you're trying to bring here to the States?
And keep
So
it in
there-
the States.
There's some countries.
Are you
where-
trying to take advantage of the U.S. or you want to help the U.S. grow? There's a whole lot of variables why I don't want to answer things like that.
There's
because,
some countries where you can go get like a medical PhD
Right.
and transfer it back to the States. So I know this personally because my sister is a doctor. She's currently a doctor, a successful doctor in Vegas. She was going to do her schooling in either Spain or Costa Rica because it was very cheap and their knowledge base there was just amazing. Spain in particular was better than the States and was better than Costa Rica.
Yeah, I know an Air Force officer who retired in Spain, and his name is Chris Lato, and he's living a hell of a life.
Yeah.
What is this? S Scores says, what famous films do you?
Xander.
Yeah, we haven't done. What is it?
Xander, I think it's
No.
Xander.
S
X.
Scores
A&D.
up here. Yeah. What famous films do you guys score? We haven't scored any famous films, just our own shit.
You can go in the playlist and find them.
Yep.
Vaguely Pointy says, I'm in Denver. This place is hell. T Sketch says, I want to make money to actually help those in need. I want to open an animal rescue and homeless housing. Hell yeah, T
There you go.
Sketch.
That's what I'm talking about. How are you going to better society?
Xander
That's
says,
how you better society.
my name wasn't an alter ego. My name came from disorder and inner turmoil. And that's what we're talking about as well.
You know what's really sad is if you know how T Sketch said she wanted to open up an animal shelter,
Yeah.
right, to help animals. What's really really sad is most states in the U.S. will give you a shit ton of more money to open up an established animals shelter
Than they will for
than they
humans.
would
Yeah.
to open up a homeless shelter.
Yeah, that's wild.
Leto lives in Portugal,
Yep.
vaguely pointing. I live in OKC. The quality of life is superior here. It depends on where you are, who you are, what you do for a living, and what your perspective is.
Yep. Banana Rider says, help animals is noble work. Heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah. I wish we cared more about our fellow humans as much as we cared about animals.
I'm telling you, it's crazy the amount of money that a state, like if you want to establish a state and register as an animal shelter, the amount of money that they would give you versus if you want to do like a homeless shelter is insane.
Yeah.
Until a tornado walks in.
Jeez.
That's what Rabbit says. OKC is yeah, it's right there in Tornado Alley. That's for sure.
Banana Rider says, yeah, man, they give out Greyhound tickets to homeless to big cities out of state. Why would they build a homeless shelter? Well, I mean, there you go with that. Like, you see, a lot of this, I don't even know my facts on, and that sounds sad. It's wild. Let me see here. Muhammad says, I study AI at Istanbul Technical University, one of Turkey's top schools. Plan is to come build a startup. VC looks huge. So not just using it, but aiming for mutual benefits. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Probe says some EU countries do not charge foreign nationals more than natives for higher education.
And that goes with Costa Rica and Spain, a lot of these other countries, because they're trying to get that westernized culture in there. So the schooling will be way cheaper than a local.
Escort says our country changed because of the technology. Wow, I missed the 70s. A lot of you probably weren't born yet. Yeah, I mean, symptoms of reality. We're all pretty.
We were born
older demographic here.
Yeah, but we were born in '78, so.
Let's see here. T-Sketch. Casey and I want to help troubled kids and teach them life skills. How to I don't know what you were going for there. For the animals. How to take care of the animals.
Oh yeah, how to take care for the animals. Yeah.
Don't let me get hella money. I'll show these greedy fucks how to actually help humanity.
But
And
that's why we don't have money. People like us.
I was gonna say, and that's the thing. Has anybody ever questioned why
Yeah.
all the people that have the majority of money don't think with the conscious mind like we do? You ever think like why is life surrounded this way? Why do things seem ass backwards? Why do we give hundreds and billions of dollars to athletes who shoot balls in the hoops and run balls up and down the field when we got teachers, doctors, trashmen, and other people in these lines of work getting paid pennies and buttons? You ever think and stop and wonder we value our entertainment more than we value others? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it's wrong for them to have that money, but at the same time, you're on the planet with everybody. What good is $1 trillion if you can't spend it in a lifetime? What good is $1 trillion if you see somebody that's struggling who really needs a leg up and you don't want to offer to help these people? What does that say about us?
And Mohammed, I think you asking that question wrong. Will the Trump government give me a hard time when I get there? I wouldn't worry about Trump and the government. I'd worry about another human giving you a hard time before I'd worry about the government giving you a hard time. Humans here in America, there's some very crazy, shifty people that will take your life, rob you, kill you, and do other things. I'd worry about the environment before I worry about the government. The government is a overall establishment.
And he's probably asking about that because of all the immigration.
You might
bullshit.
see you might be asking that because of the news and stuff.
Yeah, Tone Smith says it.
Just come over legally and you should be fine. But I'd be worried about the
Should
fucking
be
dude down the
legally.
street before I'm worried about somebody else.
If you come over here legally, if you're a student visa, you're totally fine. Renew your shit when you're supposed to, and nobody's gonna touch
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Come in on a visa, renew your visa, be here legally, and you'll be fine.
Tone Smith says at Mohammed, they will give everyone a hard time when they feel like they aren't being served, and that's every fucking
That's
government.
every government. And I wouldn't be worried. Like I said, I'm worried about the everyday people that are on
More
the
than the
streets
government, yeah.
more than the government.
Trent Q. Living says, bring Ash Jeeves back.
Ask Jeeves.
Xander, the entertainment industry and streamers in general are idolized, and they don't give back. It's all about what looks and feels good and have everyone conform to their image. Not
Yep.
all though, but however,
90% of it.
90% of it is just a secondary
Mainstream
form
media.
of Hollywood.
Yeah.
How to act, how to look, be like this. Don't give shit about anybody else. Don't help nobody else. You're 100% correct.
Yeah.
100% correct.
But if you look at every commercial and you look at every movie, you look at every music video, just anything that has to deal with entertainment and anything that's on TV, what's the picture that they paint? You have to look a certain way to make it and to be on there.
And you have to have a certain status.
You got to have a certain
money
status.
in your bank
You
account.
you can't look ugly. You can't look like a normal citizen. You can't look like this. You have to.
You can't budget.
It's what you're saying. It's exactly what you're saying. You have to
cannot
look the
budget.
part.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to look the part.
Yeah, but there's rare channels out here, and you'll find them that real channels like Symptoms of Reality, Traitor to the Living, The Sin Samurai Show, countless others, TMW, all these shows, all these shows. These are the most realest times you're going to see people like us because we don't have all. I'm not saying that's going to change us, but people that speak like this and who think like this, you'll never see us at the top because our values and our morals are way more intact than other people who just sell out for the money. Shillbillies are us.
Shillzillas. And we don't have the answers. Most of the time, we don't fucking know. We're just throwing fucking darts in the dark. We ain't got answers. We just got suggestions and wild ass ideas.
Chrome says, bullshit, we're not even brothers.
We're not even brothers.
Yep, T-Scat, sold not for sale. And I think if you know that, you already know what type of channel you're going to have and what
What's
kind
up,
of
George?
following you're going to have.
What's up, our beats? What's up, Uncle Chrome? Yeah, it's and you know what? I was just telling my brother, I'm like, I feel like there's something big gonna happen here before 2025 is done and over. I just feel like there's something pending for the human civilization. What that is, I don't know, but it just feels like something's pending. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be a rapture, so don't go out there and sell your car and your house. Then you got to face your kids the next day.
Be cold for that.
But I am saying it definitely feels like something's happening in this society, and it's not going to be able to sustain itself.
Mohammed, I wouldn't. You have every right to be worried. That whole thing that happened to Charlie Kirk is some of the things that's been going on through America throughout the eons of time. Assassinations have been a part of this country like it has any other country. Don't let that deter you. All you got to do is focus on what you want to do. Stick to your fucking guns. Have the fear because good fear is healthy. And go out there and live your life the best you could possibly live it. That's about the best advice that we could give you.
Because Americans have this innate ability to watch something so tragic happen to activists and freedom of speech activists. We'll watch it and then we'll put our heads down and go right back to sleep.
Yep.
We don't care.
We don't care.
We say we care, but we don't give a fuck. we embrace it because what are we going to do? And that's where we put our mindset. We don't care. What are we going to do?
But I think that's a lot of media too, right?
Yeah.
Media tells you, oh, they just put their head down and moved on.
Well, I mean, it's got some truth to it because what's changed from it?
Right. There's been no uprising, no one in the streets fighting for Charlie as
Right.
far as freedom of speech.
Because that culture, that society who was supportive of nature of Charlie isn't into the violence, isn't into the upbringing, isn't into the rioting. That's
They
not
found a
how-
religion and they're
And
yeah.
just religion aside, because a lot of those people don't believe in religion. I'm a supporter of Charlie Kirk, and I don't believe in religion, and I don't believe a lot of the stuff that he believed in. But I did believe in a lot of stuff that he did. They choose not to go to that path because clearly history showed them that it never changed
and
anything.
it don't work.
What changes? Conversation.
Right.
Conversation always changes.
Conversation changes everything.
Don't
We
look
have-
at your government for shit.
No, we have
Right.
multiple people in our stream, our SOAR community, our Monkey Island visitors, who thought one way when they came into our channel, and then by just having a conversation with us over a week, over 2 weeks, over 2 months, it changed their views. And that's how those people who suffer those losses changed the world.
Operator here in Keith, long time no smell. We do miss you. We do love you, sir.
Welcome back to Monkey Island.
Welcome back to the island.
We just came out of the studio. We had recorded Third Ear with Absurd TV today. It's going to be on the long form side, so it has to get edited up.
Fanuel 1986 says, plus people have to work and take care of families. What are they supposed to do? 100%. You gotta get right back to the hustle
But
and
this
the
is,
bustle.
but this is where UBI is going to come into play. Like I'm telling you guys, this is on our doorstep. People don't believe it's going to happen, but I strongly believe that there are private companies, private entities that are looking into upstanding citizens, and I'm not talking like rich people. I'm just talking about regular blue collar people. This is how they're going to sell it. They're going to sell it to people who need money, and they're going to say, we're going to give you 80 grand a year. All you need to do is consistently be a good citizen. Maybe you can't buy illegal paraphernalia. Yeah, you could buy alcohol because you know that's part of the system. But we don't want to see your health decline, and we don't want to see you committing crimes. If you stay on a beaten path, by the way, this is just a beta. This is just a beta thing here. We're just going to run you through this. You have to quit your job. You have to do that. And you have to allow us to study how you move about this world, what you spend your money on, how you keep yourself in shape, what type of things are you keeping, or how are you viewing accountability?
I hear an implant in the future.
But that's the catalyst. You're not addressing the.
But they have to sell it to people.
I'm telling you, but you're not addressing the catalyst to it. If AI, like they predicted, if it goes unchecked without any place markers, without any corrections, and like what they predicted, all these high-end people who built it, if it takes 80% of the workforce, how are you going to replace that workforce?
Who's
But
gonna?
not only that,
okay,
like,
but who's gonna purchase any AI products if they can't afford
Well,
it?
yeah, that was.
I'm just
gonna say
asking
like,
that simple question.
Yeah.
How are you going to replace 80%
You're
of the
not-
workforce?
You're not, because AI is going to take over.
What? So if you don't, okay, hold on. But if you don't replace it, what happens to the people when they see other people eating and they can't? 80% of
So
it.
that's what I've said multiple times is how do they expect AI to be in our social structure and take away jobs from humans? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's doing. So you're taking jobs away from humans. So how are these humans expected to purchase
That's my
said
whole
item,
point.
right?
That's my whole
Because
point.
they're not working, right? Because AI took it. So AI is, they can do it faster, they can do it quicker, they can do it smarter, but who the fuck are you going to sell to?
And then once people come to
Nobody.
this conclusion, this realization, 100%, it's a blowback. Rioting, looting,
And-
vandalism,
and that's-
anarchy is going to
and
sweep
I-
through the country.
And I've said it before, I mentioned it before in one of our lives, and a lot of people are against it, but it's gonna have to happen. The government has to step in and put regulations on companies
I don't see it.
on the percentage of AI usage.
I don't see it because if they were going to do
Because
that,
you're taking away
that
all
shit
the
needs
jobs.
to be going right now because we're losing jobs right now.
As soon as they have more homeless people in the
It's going to
world
be too late.
versus people living in homes, they're gonna start checking it. And you're right, it might be too late by that time.
It might be.
It might be too late. It might not be. It might be scare tactics. This all like,
Who's ready?
yeah, this all might be scare tactics. You
But
know?
how much of it when you actually see? Like I was there when Amazon people were losing their jobs to AI, bro. They bringing in machines and they're getting rid of people. Just because you don't see it, because you're not there, don't
Doesn't
mean
mean
it's not
it's not.
Right,
happening.
and I'm not saying that, but I am saying a lot of it is fear tactics.
Okay, what I didn't expect here in Indiana, and I'm gonna go downstairs after this when I'm done, because I'm hungry. What I didn't expect here in Indiana, because we're, a Midwest town, we're, not as progressive as California, right? We don't have a shit ton of Uber drivers, and we don't have freaking cars driving themselves on the road, right? Like California or New York would have. I was utterly shocked when I went into our local grocery store and there was a machine going up and down the aisle. And what was the machine doing? Checking inventory. Something that a human
Yeah.
used to do.
Did I just see
it's
Miss
happening.
Master say one of Uli Behringer's goals is a factory with no people?
Yeah, see, that's really
Yeah,
sad.
that's
But
crazy.
that's what. But
That's
look,
sad.
it's.
So then who's going to buy your product?
But
Uli?
when you're on
TR
top like that,
1000 will end musicians.
but when you're on top like that, and this is their thinking,
Right.
they
You
wanna
can do that.
they wanna capitalize and
Because
get
they
rid of
can.
as much overhead as
Because they wanna
possible.
pocket the
Because they want to
profit.
pocket the profit.
But if you were smart, if their advisors, their accounting advisors were smart enough, they would tell them, do not do that. Because if you do this, you're getting rid of the income that's purchasing your products.
I've always said that. What good is it to have all this money if nobody can buy your product? Something's got to come full. Something's got to give.
Yeah.
Something has got to give.
I think a lot of it is true. I think a lot of entry level jobs will be obsolete.
Well, 17% of the college graduates that come out of college, 17%. You can look this up. Have lost the jobs because AI are starting to fill those intern positions.
And I was watching one of my stockbroker channels, and he was saying he's about to be out of a job because the algorithm is doing his job better than him. All he's literally doing now is bringing in clients, and pretty soon the company is going to implement an AI marketing system. And so he's literally like, I don't have a job probably next year. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be scary times, but I'm not going to fall for the complete fear mongering. I think people will adapt. I do think, like what he's saying, I'm pretty sure all of these governments have thought about ways to make this a cohesive thing. How that's going to look, I don't know. How music is looking right now and how AI is in music is crazy. I just seen an app the other day. You don't even have to learn music, know anything about music, and you can create a song. It's cool in one way for those who don't really have any aspiration to be a musician and they just want to sit on their spare time and create a song and be happy with that. I guess that's cool, but that's what it's coming down to.
Mohammed says, as an AI student, I'd say AI won't stop. It's not linear, but it's exponential, so your concerns are totally valid. And that's what I'm talking about. If you don't have these concerns, that means you're keeping your head in the sand. You got Sam Altman and you have these others that have come out, these godfathers of AI, and they've come out to say these things. If we don't have place markers or AI in check, it will take over. It will run the show. And if you don't have anything in protection of as far as employment, you can see yourself hurting. And look at now, Tesla in China with the robots that they have now are folding clothes, cooking, making and cracking eggs to the delicacy. So if you're telling me that they can't go out and take a plumber's job, an electrician's job, then you're sadly mistaken. In 5 years, this will look like a total different place. AI even says it. You can prompt to it right now and say, if given our current trajectory with AI replacing jobs without restrictions, what does it look like in 5 years? And it'll happily calculate that and tell you. 50 to 60% of jobs will be lost.
I wish there was a plug to pull, but like Absurd TV said today to us, you can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Xander, no work and no thinking. That's exactly how it's going to go.
And look at the youth. They want the youth to be on these phones 24/7. Name anybody of young age who's not on their phone 24/7, who doesn't complain about, oh, life's too hard. I want things to be easier. They're catering to these people. And when you cater to these people, you make it easier for them to be even more lazy.
Congrats on that 5K, Sammy.
Congrats on the 5,000 subs. And just with like people who don't have a lot of money, if you get a phone call saying, I'm going to give you money, what do you think a person's going to say? They're not going to look at fucking moral ground.
They're going to look at how to preserve their life and feed their family.
That's all they're going to look at.
As any human should. I know I'm going to do it if they call me 100%. I'm on this motherfucker, whether I like it or not, 24/7, because it's become a way of life. To detach yourself from the modern technologies that we have, you could do it 100%, but you're gonna fucking struggle.
And it's only going to get worse. What the article, 2 years from now, the addiction of technology is only going to get worse. That's crazy. Like, and they're inventing more and more ways to distract you from your real life. And people are involved with it. Shit, they even got you right now telling you who to love, who to hate, and who to pledge your allegiance to.
First thing I do,
it's crazy as hell.
First thing I do in the morning, and I hate it, and I noticed about myself, is first thing I do in the morning. What do I do, my boy?
Check your phone status.
I gotta check my phone status, man.
See what you missed on the boob tubes.
And it never used to be that way.
See how many thumbs up. Whoever seen the Black Mirror, that one episode on Black Mirror, it was all based on people's likes and people liking you. And people changed their whole persona because they just wanted to be liked. And when you got all those likes, they were swiping their phones. I like you. You can get in and get free meals. You can get in and to the popular clubs, do all the big things because people were liking you right there and right in live, right in front of your face. In real time. Standard. That's where it's going. We're on a society based on who likes me. Nobody want to be themselves anymore. We just want to be liked and we want to be subbed to.
Got to change it. Shit, I'm not perfect. Got to change it. I got to slowly change my narrative. And when I was a kid in the 80s, I didn't know what any, it was simpler times then. You just woke up and watched Sunday morning cartoons.
Or you took your ass outside and you played.
You had an imagination.
I remember playing dirt rock fights and
watch them explode on your brand new street clothes. Your goddamn first day back to school clothes. You was throwing dirt rocks at each other.
Shit's changed, and ain't none of us fucking.
Shit has changed so.
None of us is gonna escape the change.
Because shit has changed so dramatically. We went from the 80s not having this type of technology to look at our 47-year-old selves now and what we've already adapted to. Look at what we've already adapted to. We've integrated our cell phones. They may not be in our bodies, but we've integrated our cell phones to our day-to-day living. It stays in your pocket.
They even call your cell phone an Android. because it's who you are. It's who you are. We just got to find the way to just shut shit down. We got to find a way to just hit stop
And find some stability.
and
some
find balance. I ain't saying stop all technology. That's foolish.
That's crazy.
We all love it because we're all here communicating with each other.
But we got to find balance.
But we got to find balance. If we don't find balance,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap. We gonna be stuck in the digital nightmare. That's right, digital detox.
Digital detox.
And at the end of our 365, you know, I know it's gonna be different for those of you who really love the channel. It's gonna be different for us. But I'm gonna go and find myself some digital balance. What about you?
Peace.